Good evening. So let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. Yesterday we were talking about it. We called that initial move ahead of time. We said it's going to come down, it's going to hit the liquidation, and it's going to move out. And we caught it, and it moved out. But yesterday I started being a bit hesitant. I was like, this volume is dropping off in the exchanges. When this volume is dropping off in the exchanges, there's no money to push this further. So I started thinking to myself, this should break out, but I started to reject. And when I had a look at the liquidations, the liquidity, you could see the heat map of the price going up again. And that's when I started laughing about the degens are already going long here. So what we have here, we've got it breaking out. Let's just go in the 4 hour just to show this trend a bit better. We've got it breaking out and the volume was low and the liquidity started to build because everyone started going long, and now it started to dump. Now this could just be a straight retest. If it retests this trend line, and off it goes. But if it keeps on going down, I think there's a bigger move at play here. So we've got this range, and what Bitcoin likes to do, and if you've been watching my videos, I actually called for this earlier, sweep the highs and sweep the lows. But we got the breakout and things carried on moving, so I thought, that's maybe it done. But look where the bull market support band is, where the moving averages are now. They've come right up to this bottom of the range. Just got me thinking a little bit. If we retest and move off, fine, the job plays out. But this would be such a good place for price to move to. It'll come to the bottom of the range. It will create a lower low from here. It'll retest this. It'll retest the bull market, and it will scare the living shit out of everyone. And once this comes down, all these coins that haven't had their wick fill, 50% wick fill, or it might even come down to the 100% wick fill, all these here come up, they might just flush down one last time to 100% wick fill, and then that would be it. And then from there we're likely to get a very violent explosive move up. But I kind of caught this yesterday because every day you get more and more information. So we called it in the breakout, but as the breakout was happening, we were seeing it rejecting, we were seeing the volume was going down. So we called it, we said it's going up here, but with this volume going down, we could see a move down. So we need to keep our eye on this. Is it a retest? Or is it going to just squeeze everyone down one last time? And then off it goes. And by doing that, it will fill all these wicks that haven't been filled. 50%, if not 100% of all these wicks. And then that will be the full move played out. So it's quite interesting how this is going to play out. We're going to keep our eye on it. Bitcoin dominance, that's starting to move down a little bit. Nothing too major, everything's just floating around. Alts have rejected off that 50%. So we got the close above the 100%, above the green support which we wanted. Now we needed a close above this 50% and it's rejected off it. So this almost feels like it's gone up, it's retested. Might want to come down to fill this wick. This is why we have to look at the charts every single day. Otherwise you're doing yourself an injustice, because if you look at the chart at the start of the week and you come up with, okay, this is how the plan's going to be, and then as the day comes on, every day you get loads more information and you still stick to that plan, you have to be fluid, you have to be able to move with the market. So we're looking at Ethereum. Yeah, something just doesn't quite, feels like it needs to put the squeeze on people a wee bit more, I think. See, the fear's gone back up to neutral. Greed, then it went fear, then it's back up to neutral now. Feels like there's something maybe just brewing. If we look at the liquidity, you can see it took that liquidity. That's where we got the initial jump from. And if we open it up to see how's it looking on the big picture. There's 100 mil. Round about there, 93, 94. So if we look at our charts, 93, 94, how's that looking in comparison? $93, $94. It almost wants to come down. It wants to fill that wick at least, I think. But when we look at the bigger picture on the monthly, once it fills that wick, 93, 94, it's here. And look at that. 125 million sitting at 91,000. So if you think price has moved all this way down, why would it not just want to sweep that last final and pick up the people that have gone long from this move? And it's come and it's bounced off that, more people opened up. It seems, I don't know, it just feels like failed. If this fails on this breakout and comes back in under trend, it's going down further. And if it's coming down here, it might as well sweep the lows and take the whole load of liquidity, and then that would have done the complete sweep the highs, sweep the lows, let the move carry on. It's going to be an interesting couple of days just to see how this plays out. I'm not going to go through the other charts so much because I think the key for this chart right now is the Bitcoin. We want to see Bitcoin, is it going to bounce from this retest of the trend line and carry on? Or is it going to come further and take some liquidity here? But while it's here, this might, see, there we are. If we look at this, where were we? 91,000. Look at the wick fill. The wick fill on the daily, 91,000. So if it's coming down here to take the liquidity that the degenerates opened up yesterday, they went long just as this went. It's come down to take it. And now while they got price here, it's kind of like, why not pick this up while you're down here? Because once you're up here, it's going to be so much harder to move the price to get all the way back down there. So when price is here, it would make sense to just get that. It's like when you go shopping and you're in your car and the car wash is outside Tesco and you want your car washed. Well, I'm going to Tesco, I might as well get the car washed. That's kind of what this is here. It's coming down here and it's like it might as well come down. The liquidity's here and it'll fill that wick and it'll force all these wick fills across the board. And then that might be the final move for it to then clear this range. It's crushed everyone, it's chewed everyone up and down, and then it's now done the work to move up to the final move. So it's interesting. I quite like the idea of this. Really just shake everyone out, especially after that big move up. See that? You've had that big move up there. Yeah. So we'll keep our eye on the retest, but this needs to bounce off. This needs to bounce off. If it closed below here, this trend line, and closed below that liquidity and it doesn't bounce from it, It's going to come down to fill the 100% wick fill and collect this leverage here, and then that will be all the leverage taken out and the market reset. So not the news that you're looking for there, and it'll also reset the fear. It'll put the fear in here and it'll give a good reset. But I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. This is just the shorter daily moves. I found when I was learning, and I used to follow some people, and I had a couple of people that used to teach me as well, and they would describe the charts to me, and it helped me feel more at ease when I knew the move was coming, because I'm like, okay, it's coming down here, that's what I'm expecting. If I'm always expecting for the price to move up, then the expectations versus reality don't match, and that instills the fear as well. So even though I'm saying price is going to come down here, I'm saying this is to come down as a wick fill, which is a reversal strategy. It'll come down there, refill the wick, which is absolutely a reversal sign, and while it's there, it might just strike the fear into everyone, come down here for one last flush out, and then move. So hope you found that interesting. I'm not always going to give you the good news. I'm going to give you exactly how I see the chart, if it's good or if it's bad, and I'll give you the short-term picture along with the long-term picture as well. Because I remember when I first started as well, I'd listened to people talk about, oh, I'm bearish now, it's going to come down, and I'm thinking, are they going to sell all their spot? But they're just day trading, or they're quickly moving. What I'm talking about here is a move here, put the fear of God into everyone, come down, fill the wick, fill all of the wicks across the charts, reset the range, and that's it, ready to start going up again. So if you like these daily updates, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. It's a small channel, I'm just trying to grow it, but I'm really trying to give you just honest TA as we navigate this bull market to try and get us all out near the top. So have a good night, guys, and same time tomorrow. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye.